one of the things maybe that's jumped out defensively, just the one takeaway over the last 4 weeks. Those are the two guys that have been the best at it all year long. Pretty consistent too. Just what do you need from those two to maybe start generating those big plays again, those kind of takeaways? Because those two are guys that have proven they can do it all year.
Yeah, they usually come in bunches. I think last time we played Chicago, Kirby had a chance at 2 of them. So we just got to come down with them on Sunday. But the worst thing you could do is start chasing them and breaking structure, because that's how you give up big plays. So they just got to keep doing their job. Obviously, the disguise part of it, the guys up front getting rush, putting the offense in bad situations, that all leads into those. So we just got to keep doing our job, and hopefully they make a mistake, and we can capitalize on it. You're good.
There's a puzzle in the secondary this week with Carlton out. It seems like you've got a lot of different options. AG was talking about him yesterday. How much do you, as a coach, do you enjoy kind of the mixing and matching, finding the matchups? Because it's probably easy to go in there every week with the same 5 guys and knowing you've got them, but a little bit more of a challenge, I would imagine.
Yeah, and again, I think it's a great opportunity. I don't view it as a puzzle. It's a great opportunity as a coach to see, some of the guys who haven't played as much step in and see what they can do. It's a great opportunity for some of these guys to get an increased role in our defense and see what they can do, because they've all been working. But I think one of the things we do a great job is we coach football. We just don't coach corners how to play corner. We just don't coach safeties how to play safety or nickels how to play nickel. We coach football that way. When we get in situations like this, guys can be versatile because they understand the bigger picture of the defense and not just the specific job of one position.
To have your chess piece like Brian, though, where you can
absolutely.
How much easier does that make?
It's huge to have a guy like Branch, or a guy that's coming like Iffy, or a guy like Amik who's played inside and outside, a guy like Kendall Vildor who's taken reps at nickel, corner, and safety all year in practice. A guy, I could go on and on and on. E-Man, coming back. He's played outside, he's played inside. He's also taken reps at safety. So I think one of the things we do a really good job of is all those guys that are backup players, they rep at every position. So just in case we ever get into a situation like this.
Taylor, 2 halves, the first Chicago game. Just what was different the second half? What allowed Caleb to maybe have a little bit more success that second half than he did the first half?
Yeah, I thought he played really well in the second half. Obviously, because of how the first half went, they got away from the run game a little bit, which we're anticipating them wanting to establish the run more on Sunday like they did against Minnesota. I think they ran the ball 30 times. But they had to get out of that because we got up a couple scores early on them. But he made some throws. He got out of the pocket and moved around a little bit and found some guys. We got to do a great job in plaster situations. And they made some plays. They ran some good routes at some good times. So we got to execute, and we got to make sure that we don't relax, obviously, in the second half if we get up.
What he's doing just from an interception standpoint, I think it's like 286 passes or something, like 8 games. How rare is that for a rookie in this league playing as many snaps as he is to kind of not have those kind of turnovers?
It's really rare, because usually most rookies are throwing the ball to the defense a bunch, but he's doing a good job, and obviously his athleticism helps him. So if he gets in trouble or he reads the coverage wrong, he can get out of a bad situation because of how athletic he is, and he can make the first guy miss, or he can hurt you running the ball. So his skill set gives him a second option where he might not have to force the ball into coverage or force the ball into a bad situation.
Something that feels like maybe not appreciated outside the building as much as inside was Carlton's impact in the run game. Few corners throw themselves into it the way he does. You're going to have to replace that as well. How much of that is a point of emphasis in your room this week, just the all 11 to the ball?
Yeah, I think we preach that all the time, but just going back to CD, I thought he was having a hell of a year, probably a Pro Bowl type year at corner for us. And you just said it. The one thing that stands out to him is how physical he was in run support, not just how good he was or how sticky he was in coverage. So that's going to be missed, but obviously, we got some guys that are ready to step up, and I'm excited about seeing how those guys play.
Whatever he does in the back, what can Iffy bring to the table for the defense?
Yeah, totally different skill set than what we have. So the ability to play in the box, obviously the ability to play man coverage on tight ends, also the ability to align in the deep part of the field, and then probably one of the best things he does is blitz. So different skill set. Obviously, when he's ready to go, we'll have that conversation as a staff, and AG, like he always does, will build him into the plan and put him in position to make plays.
Have you seen build or grow from this time last year?
I think he's really improved in press man coverage. I also think he's really improved in some of the zone coverage stuff, where you could see him going through his progression, whether it's a 2-to-1 read and then being able to trade, like, you know, if I'm reading 2 and whatever happens with 2, now I can trigger back into man coverage or 1, or I have to keep zone integrity, zone eyes. I just feel like he's taken a big jump there. He seems like he's a step faster than when I watched the tape last year of him.
Overlap there between Melifonwo's skill set and Jamal Adams, the way you guys are utilizing.
Similar? Yeah, I mean, both those guys obviously have made plays, blitzing the quarterback. Both of them have made plays in the box. We're still getting familiar with Jamal. Obviously, he had a role the past couple weeks for us in our big nickel package, and that'll probably continue. So, but yeah, some similar skill set things. Easier to see Iffy because he's done it in this system, obviously, the past couple of years, whereas Jamal's been in different systems. So we're kind of spoon-feeding him a little bit at a time.
You guys are focused on the season, but whenever the time does come, do you see maybe some head coach qualities in Aron Lee?
Oh, absolutely. I can't believe he's not already a head coach. He's one of the best leader of men I've been around. His relationship with the players and how they respond to him, how organized he is, how he can think like a player and a coach. I mean, for me, because I knew him his first couple years in coaching, and then to see where he's at now and how his understanding of the offense, of special situations, of the D-line and the run game, how to attack protections. Obviously, he knows all the coverage stuff, how he can coach technique, and then get in front of a microphone or get in front of the guys and motivate them. There's no doubt. It's a no-brainer. He's going to be successful when he gets that opportunity.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.